now by Bart and Jennifer Mills, and this week's movie critique is going to be on a movie by the name of M3gan, and I guess it's getting some pretty good reviews so far.
It's actually taken off a lot better, I think, than people thought, and rightfully so. I think this is one of those movies that the trailer came out about 6 months ago. It took off. It became sort of a sensation. It's very meme friendly. Looks a lot like a TikTok video sometimes, and it's got all the elements of it that people sort of like for in short burst, which is it's a My Buddy if it were the Terminator, right? And but actually, the movie itself, we were going into it sort of afraid that we'd hate it.
Right.
We thought
I was afraid it was going to be a Chucky movie.
Yeah, we thought it'd be Chucky. It's much better than we expected it to be, and considerably smarter than some of its predecessors.
I was looking at one of the trailers this morning, and I saw where Katie, I guess, is the little girl that is going to become best friends with M3gan. It looks like it kind of starts out as a very mild, gentle movie before somebody pulls the plug and a chip goes haywire.
Well, M3gan is built to protect Katie from any harm. But the problem is the tighter and closer they get, the greater that becomes for M3gan. So M3gan is basically willing to kill to protect Katie, which, then turns her into like a little female Terminator.
And it also looked like now Katie is living with her aunt because her parents have died. And it looks like her aunt kind of triggers M3gan a few times as well, just by saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, if we're going to back up a little bit, the plot of the movie is that this little 8-year-old girl, her parents die in a car accident. So she's orphaned. She has to go live with her aunt, who is Allison Williams. And her aunt happens to be a robotics engineer, and she works for a toy company, and they make these little, what they are is a modern Furby. So they're these little toys that they have first generation IA in them, so they're fairly intelligent. They're friends with the kids, but she's also working on this next level, which is the M3gan doll, and this is it's a learning doll that is supposed to be your companion, but it's this first generation, second generation of artificial intelligence. And that's where it goes wrong, because as we know, in all great horror and all great sci-fi, the cautionary tale is when scientists don't pay attention to what could go wrong, it will go wrong. And in this case, it goes really horribly wrong, but in a really funny and entertaining way.
Yeah.
I guess funny and entertaining if you like watching a imitated doll snap. Its mind kind of snaps, and it did kind of look like a female, older version of Chucky at times, at the end especially.
Yeah, I guess the difference in this is, I mean, the work that's done on this, and they've been sort of hush-hush about how they did it. There's an actual young girl who plays the doll M3gan, but there's mask work, there's some CG work, there's a combination of things, but it's done so well and so smoothly.
It makes her look so realistic. The expression she gets and the expressions in her eyes make her look very realistic, and that is what's so unsettling about it.
Well, this film was living on a $12 million budget, and it's already grossed $32 million. So it sounds like if you're going to give us a star rating, where would you put it? A 4 or 5?
Oh, I'd say probably for the genre, it's definitely a 4-star.
Right.
And we're going to see sequels. I always hate to say that, because other than Godfather, there aren't too many great sequels. But and we'll probably see plenty of sequels if the money keeps churning out. She's going to be sort of an icon for the next year or so. We'll see a lot of kids dressed as M3gan for Halloween this year, and so it's going to be a bit of a phenomenon. And but it came out at the right time, because there's not much else at the theaters right now. So I definitely recommend it to people if you want to go see it.
All right, Bart, Jennifer, thank you so much for your time. Look forward to talking to you again next week.
All right.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more of First Edition.